Making food for lunch can be such a faff sometimes, especially if you work and you're quite busy. Most of the times for me, I just want that food to be in my mouth right now. I just want to be full. I can't be bothered with looking for recipes, making a recipe and eating it. So if you're out there and you're uninspired and don't know what to have for lunch, then these two recipes are the one for you, because I'll be sharing with you two super duper easy recipes that will blow your mind. I am always thinking, what am I eating for lunch? I want to eat something. I don't like to just snack on stuff. I like to have like a proper nice thing, but I also don't like to eat something that will fill me up and make me feel unfocused and full and sleepy, because when I have a really heavy meal, all the blood rushes from my brain to my stomach and leaves me feeling sleepy, unmotivated, uninspired, and just have no energy at all but to have a little nap. So I decided to share with you two simple recipes that will definitely fill you up but also not make you feel like you can't do work anymore. My trick to stay motivated and working hard throughout the whole day is to have that healthy lunch that doesn't sit on my stomach too much, that gives me enough energy to keep me going but not take my energy by being so stodgy and sitting on my stomach. These two recipes are so delicious and so simple and easy to make. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, then please hit the button down below, because I will be posting new delicious vegan Middle Eastern recipes every Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned. So first we're going to start with the aubergines. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is chop it in half and then add some oil, salt and pepper and whack it in the oven on gas mark number 4, 180 degrees for 40 minutes or until it gets tender and a bit crispy. So now that we have whacked the aubergines in the oven, we want to get started with making the tahini sauce, which will go on top of our lovely aubergines. It's going to be garlic, it's going to be lemony, it's going to be so delicious, especially with that roasted and lovely crispy aubergine. So first we want to start with the lemons. We want to cut and squeeze 2 lemons. And now you want to add 5 tablespoons of tahini into one bowl. And now you want to add the lemon that you squeeze slowly onto the bowl. Do it in stages, as it will get messy when you stir it otherwise. Just because tahini, it's really weird, it lumps up when you add liquid to it, and yeah, it takes a while until it gets to that right consistency. And just keep mixing it until it has the right consistency. You want it to be thick enough but not too runny, as you want it to hang on to each aubergine and not to just seep through. And now we want to chop a big bunch of parsley real fine. Alright, that'll do. Now just add it in with the tahini and mix it well. Okay, I don't think that the consistency of this tahini is right. It's too runny, so we're going to add more tahini to our mix. If you ever end up with a runny tahini mix, then always just add some tahini. Or if it's too runny, then obviously just add some more water if it's lemony enough, and if it's not lemony enough, then obviously you add just some lemon juice. Right, I think that tastes good enough. The thing is that, yeah, just as I said, just keep adding more lemon, adjust it to taste. We don't really have recipes in Palestine that tells you exactly this much gram, this much lemons. No, you just do it according to your eye and according to your taste. You adjust everything. So that is done with the tahini. So now we just need to wait for those aubergines to be out, so then we can add the tahini on top and put them back in the oven for only 3 minutes. We don't want the tahini to cook too much, because I do love cooked tahini, but I think there's something about the taste of fresh tahini that is, oh, so refreshing. And this is one of my absolute favorite lunches / dinners, because you can make them and then just on the side you can have some salad, you can have some chips, you can have roasted veg, anything you want really. Alright, so that is both of the aubergines out. Look at them, they're so crispy, they're so lovely, they're so nice. So now we just want to add some tahini on top, put it back in the oven for 3 minutes, and then we want to add some more at the end, just because I liked with tahini, but I think I prefer the way that tahini is fresh. Something about that freshness of the lemon juice with the garlic and the tahini. Oh, it's amazing. But don't get me wrong, I still love cooked tahini too. This is why we're going to put some before and some after. So just make sure that you kind of fill up those boats. Now we want to whack it back in the oven for 3 minutes. And we're all done with our first recipe. As we say in Arabic, صحتين وعافية. Don't forget to add some more tahini sauce at the end. And some pomegranate seeds if you're feeling fancy. Some parsley and za'atar also goes so nicely on top. And just eat this with some crisps or some chips or salad, or even just have it as an appetizer. Alright, let's move on to the next recipe. Right, now we want to get started with the second recipe. So you want half a big cucumber or 2 small cucumbers, and you want to chop it in half and then chop them in stripes. Wrap recipes are one of my favourites just because they're so easy and you can whack anything you want in them. And they are great for lunch. This recipe especially is so easy. There's no roasting, there's no waiting, there's nothing to do other than literally prep it up and eat it. That's the cucumber done. God, as you can see, my scar is healing. Wow. And we want to chop those also into strips. Alright, and that's the carrots. Now we want to do a little bit of a tomato. So you want half a tomato. You want everything to be in strips because it will look really nice once you wrap up that wrap and then cut it in half. Alright, that's good enough for the tomatoes. And now some spinach. I mean, you don't really need to cut the spinach. I'm going to leave them as whole, so let's just get them off the stem. That'll do. You can also add some pomegranate seeds, because that will look so nice in it and will taste amazing. So we want to first add some hummus to the top. You can either use store-bought hummus or you can learn how to make it in video number 3. We're having the tahini sauce as well, so I don't feel like you have to have the hummus with it. You can either make it with just hummus, or you can make it with just tahini, or you can make it with both. Up to you. What do you prefer more? What do you like more? Try it and see. And then we've got the tahini, so let's add a bit of that. Right, so now let's start assembling it. We want cucumber, carrots, and I've also been told that I overstuff my wraps. I'm that person that's always got everything oozing out of everywhere, like the sauces, the ingredients. I just prefer it. Some people like to have two small wraps. I'll just have one massive one. That satisfies all my needs. Okay, and now let's add some spinach. Lovely spinach. So healthy for you. I've always preferred spinach over lettuce. Healthier, tastier. Right, and then we want to chop up some lettuce bits. I would say that will do. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more lettuce, but yeah, done after that. And a little bit of parsley. Look at all these colours, love it. A little bit of tahini on top, and then some lovely pomegranates. Oh my god, pomegranate is one of the tastiest things. I'm so glad it's winter season because, I mean, I don't know, I guess they always sell them in all shops in England, I forget that, but in Palestine, winter is pomegranate season and you find them growing everywhere. They're so beautiful. It's like pearls inside, what we say in Palestine. They look like little pearls. And they are so tasty. It is one of the best snacks, I think. You just open yourself up a bit of a pomegranate. Right, I say that'll do. Also, pomegranate is the best trick to make anything look nice. So people roll wraps so differently, but this is how I roll it. I'm not saying I'm good at rolling. You're going going to be like, how is that going to fit? But you'll be surprised. It always fits. If there's a will, there's a way. And here we are. And we're all done. And as we say in Arabic, صحتين وعافية. You can have this either on its own or with some crisps or some chips or some salad, although it has a lot of salad already, so don't feel guilty if you do want to have it with some crisps and chips. Have this for lunch or dinner or even just a snack. Don't forget to tag me or send me a picture if you do attempt to make this or any of my other recipes, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, because I will be posting new delicious vegan Middle Eastern recipes every Wednesday, so make sure you stay tuned.